Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome here to the launch pad and our live countdown to launch coverage of Blue Origin New Shepard 35, a cargo mission with NASA set to launch in just under 20 minutes from now from Blue Origin's West Texas launch site. And we are glad to have you joining us live here this morning. As always, if it's your first time here, though, welcome. My name is Zach. I'm the founder and host here at the Launchpad Network, and here at TLP, it's our mission to inform and inspire the explorers of tomorrow because we believe that space is better together. And we're glad to have you joining us here live. Take a moment, engage that like button, share out the stream, invite people to join us, and as we get started, let us know in the chat where you're watching from. If you have questions through today's broadcast, you can send those in the chat by tagging us at the Launchpad, and I'll work on answering those live to the best of my ability while we continue through today's broadcast. On board today's flight, more than 40 scientific and research payloads are on board, including 24 experiments for NASA's TechRise Students Challenge and payloads for Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory, Oklahoma State University, the University of Florida, Carthage College, University of Central Florida, Teledyne, Space Lab Technologies, and Teachers in Space, among others. Blue Origin is targeting a liftoff time of 7:30 a.m. Central Time. They do have a long window here today, 6:30 till 2:30 p.m. Central Time, but they're normally pretty good at getting off the ground within about an hour. But that always leaves the question, how many minutes of hold do you think we'll see once they begin the broadcast? The fact that they've started the broadcast actually on time here, a great sign that we are continuing towards hopefully an on liftoff time here in just over 19 and a half minutes from now. We are keeping a close eye on the weather conditions on the right side of your screen there, looking like a nice morning down on the central space land. And we're continuing to count down to launch. We got lots of people tuning in from all over the world. We got Judith watching from Toledo, Ohio. Good morning. We got Chaz in Birmingham, UK. We got Daniel watching from the Central Coast in Australia. Greg's in Sydney, Australia as well. We got Harvey in North Carolina. Great to see you. Lynn is in Florida. Lots of people tuning in. Maria is in Devon, England. It is a busy weekend in spaceflight. Giving you a quick look at the launch schedule coming up. We have New Shepard 35 now. In just over 10 hours, we have the launch of Live, Laugh, Launch, with Rocket Lab launching their 70th Electron mission. Tomorrow, in just 18 and a half hours, we have the launch of SpaceX CRS-33 to the International Space Station. We have docking the next morning, but before docking, we have the big launch of the weekend, Starship Flight Test 10. You can keep track of all of the activity down at Starbase with our 24/7 countdown to launch coverage of Starbase with our very own TLP 24/7 cameras down there. We are keeping a close eye on Starship 37 as they prepare to roll that to the pad this afternoon, and our very own TLP rocket chaser Gavin will be down on site documenting this flight, so make sure you stay tuned to our Discord and our social media to stay up to date on the latest from him. If you haven't yet, though, take a moment, engage that like button, share out the stream, invite people to join us while we continue through today's countdown. We are just 17 minutes, 30 seconds, and counting from liftoff. We will, of course, patch Blue Origin in live and listen into their mission control as they go through the countdown once they begin their broadcast. Now, if there are any videos during today's broadcast, unfortunately, we will have to mute them just due to music copyright laws, but we will keep everything on screen and be using that time to answer your guys' comments and questions. So you can send those in the chat by tagging me at the Launchpad. We got Aditya in India. Keith is in Amsterdam. We got Anok in Virginia. Val is in New Jersey. Ryan is in New York City. Welcome. Good morning. We got Forward Omni watching from the Space Coast of Florida. Welcome. Michael's in Detroit. And we've got Car Guy watching in Hungary. If you're just joining us, welcome. We are counting down to the launch of New Shepard. Today's booster for New Shepard is New Shepard 5. It's going for its 5th flight after flying NS-27 in October of 2024, NS-29 February 4 earlier this year, NS-31 on April 14th, NS-33 on June 29th, and here we are today for Flight 5. The capsule being used today is RSS H.G.WELLS, going for its 12th flight. Its last flight was NS-29 that flew on February 4th. Its first flight was Mission 7 all the way back in December of 2017. This will be Blue Origin's 7th flight of New Shepard in 2025. Their 8th flight, because they did fly one New Glenn earlier this year. This will be their 35th New Shepard flight altogether. That's why it's NS-35. And we have entered a hold on the countdown. As you can see there on your screen, they have held that. So we will be awaiting an update on what that new T0 will look like while they continue on to this. We'll update our countdown here in just a second to match that hold, and that will be awaiting a updated T0 from them. This has happened in the past where we get to these kind of later marks where they do have to have some of their checklists complete, and sometimes it's just a very quick hold, but it could be weather, it could be range. There's many things that go into it. There is no crew today. Need a coffee. There is no crew on board today, so very likely this is not due to like the hatch not being closed or something like that, but we will keep an eye out for any communications from Blue Origin on the reasoning for this hold. It'd be amazing if we had a live view here from them, but we'll have to wait for them to begin their commentary coverage for us to have that view. So it's a great time for us to be able to answer your guys' comments and questions. You can send those in the chat by tagging me at the Launchpad. Ren Paul is asking, how many active New Shepard boosters and capsules are there? I have to double check this, but I want to say that there are 2 capsules, First Steps and H.G.WELLS, and I believe there are now 2 boosters. There would have been 3, but they had that booster failure. So I believe there are 2 active boosters at this time. It'll be interesting to see if we see any more capsules or boosters come online in the coming months or years, as they do seem to be becoming a lot more active. You know, we're at the point now of almost having at least one New Shepard a month, which is really awesome and exciting to see. It's been a long time coming for them to get to that type of activity level of launch cadence. So really, really awesome to see that. If you're just joining us, we are currently in a hold. T-minus 16 minutes and holding, just a minute away from when they would have started the broadcast and given us a live view. We are waiting any sort of update from Blue Origin. We have not had any as of yet to the cause of this hold, but we will be keeping an eye on it, and hopefully they'll reset that clock here very soon. Catching up on your guys' questions that you're tagging me in the chat. Dreamland, thanks for letting me support you formally for your upcoming surgery. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I won't dive too deep into it. There's a video update. If you want to know, I'm going through a big personal change, which I'm super excited for. I'm currently just over 3 weeks into an 8-week pre-op diet in preparation for surgery. And if you want to know more, there's a video on that, and it tells you where you can follow me along on that journey if you want to be part of that support team on either TikTok or YouTube now. So you can go check that out if you're interested. Mark says good luck with the surgery. I appreciate that. It's major surgery, but it's also not. It's laparoscopic, so it's still a substantial surgery, but there are more substantial ones too. But lots of prep, making sure have all the pre-clearance to be able to do it, and then we'll be heading down to Mexico. So super excited. Ren, yes, I'll be doing another video today. It's slowed, but definitely yes. If you're just joining us, we are holding at T-minus 16 minutes, awaiting a new T0 from Blue Origin for today's countdown. They've not put out any statement as of yet on why we are in a hold, but we will be keeping a close eye on that while we continue to await a new T0 here this evening. We, of course, are monitoring our Starbase cameras as SpaceX prepares for the rollout of Starship 37. That is supposed to roll out at 4 p.m. local time today. Yes, we do have Rocket Lab in about 10 hours. We will, of course, be covering that live. That'll be Rocket Lab's 70th Electron launch, launching EcoStar Lyra 2 and 4 unknown payloads. Be launching into a Sun synchronous orbit. Liftoff time currently targeting 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm more than happy to answer those if you want to send them in like the comments or something on the other channel or TikTok. I just want to respect everyone that's coming here for just the launch coverage and not that journey. I appreciate that this community is here to support it, but I also want to respect that you guys are here for space and not for this to turn into a personal vlog channel. So we started Project Zach, and that'll be my personal vlog channel and take you on the journeys of everything I do. I've got some big plans for that channel. If we can get it up to the point of monetization, that will it won't just be weight loss journey. It'll be a lot of stuff. So super excited for Project Zach to be a little side project while, of course, TLP is the main focus. Paul, what is timeline if they're going to do the dreaded S word? Well, they have a really long launch window for today. Their launch window goes all the way till 2:30 local time, or 6:30 my time. 2:30 local time, 1:30 my time. It's fun playing with time zones. So we still have a very long period of time in this launch window because they are basically going straight up and straight down. It's a lot easier to have a longer window based on like the air flight zone that they're in and everything. Generally, the earlier they launch in the day, the better for weather. But it is possible for them to hold for a number of hours if they needed to. But generally, lately, we have not been seeing that. This is actually, I'd say, one of the first holds that we've seen before I don't know if we've ever seen them hold the broadcast like this, like before they've begun their live views. We've seen them start the live views and then hold. At least then we could see the rocket. But there's normally, a short hold in the count while they just do a couple last pre-flight checks. But lately, they've been really, really good at whatever T0 they set that they hit. So this is actually kind of surprising to me that we're seeing this delay. That it's a bit abnormal based on the last few flights. And David, great point. Yes, it's about an 8-hour window, but they are about an hour into that window already. Hello, Elisa. Good morning. How are you? I am keeping an eye on if we get any updates from Blue Origin. We have not at this time gotten anything just yet, so keeping a very close eye on that. If you're just joining us, we are currently in a hold, counting down to the launch of Blue Origin's new Shepard spacecraft, launching a cargo mission to the Kármán line. Dreamland, you missed the 700k sub mark. I meant to post something, and it's been an absolutely crazy week. We've been doing some renovations here. So I need to post that today. But yeah, incredible milestone to have hit. Super excited. I know everyone's wondering, when will we hit the million? That was the goal for the year. We hit past 500 last year by the end of the year. So it'll be interesting to see what we can get to by the end of this year. As many of you are aware, it has not been the smoothest year since December of last year. But we're getting back into it, back into that flow, and getting this train rolling down its tracks again with some momentum rather than just coasting. So we'll see. Is it possible we could still hit 1 million by the end of the year? Absolutely. I think, more realistic goal, 800, 850. But who knows? If you guys keep sharing it and inviting your friends and family to join us and helping us get out there, maybe the 1 million is possible. We have some big ideas for 1 million, some big giveaways and a bunch of stuff, and a lot of stuff in the works for the shop. Some exciting things that we're prototyping right now that'll be coming out for this holiday season and then staying available long run. So lots of things coming. Blue Origin just posted, we are scrubbing today's launch of NS-35. The team encountered an issue related to booster avionics. A new launch target is forthcoming. So with that, that's it, everyone. Rare occurrence, but Blue Origin has scrubbed their flight for here today due to a issue that has come up on the booster with the booster's avionics. So with that, we are going to wrap up our live coverage here this morning. I appreciate you guys getting up bright and early for today's launch attempt. We will, of course, pre-schedule a new launch stream, and we will keep that updated when we get the newest T0s. For now, we'll send you over to our countdown to launch coverage for Starship Flight Test 10. We hope to see you later today for the rollout of Starship S-37 to the launch pad and for the stacking of it onto Super Heavy Booster in preparation for Flight 10 tomorrow. And of course, later today, we'll have the launch of Rocket Lab. But for now, from our TLP Canada studio, my name's Zach, and we will see you next time because space is better together. Have a great day.